search engine that allows you to find the best schools for your kid based on various filters and parameters. Today, we have Ms. Deepthi, whose daughter is studying in Sancta Maria International School near Gachibowli. Let's talk to her and understand her perspective about the school. Deepthi, can you tell us your overall opinion about this school?
Yeah, so she's going from past 9 years, I would say. She's joined in EY1, that was PP1 for us. And then now she's in grade 7. So personally, if you ask me, I'm pretty happy with the school, with the curriculum, with everything. I mean, I put a lot of thought and research into it before I sent her there 9 years back, I would say. I mean, now there are lots of schools have come up, but 9 years back, I found that was one of the best schools.
So what's the fee structure of the school like?
So the fee structure for her, I guess we pay 5, including everything, in and around plus and minus like 10, 20 you can take for grade 7. It is a good value for money is my personal opinion because, I would not compare. Everything is taken care from the school. We don't have to buy, apart from a school bag, I don't think I buy anything for her for the entire year. And she's been getting certificate every year from her, whatever extra activity that she takes. Like, let's say she's taken dance or she's taken badminton. So at the end of the year, I get a certificate that she's done the badminton for the year or, dance for the year.
So generally, how accessible is the management, just in case if you have any questions or concerns? Are they easily reachable?
So we have been in the school for so long, so it's almost like family now. And I've got lots of my friends and cousins have got into the school through us. For us, it's actually really accessible because they know us not only by our face, by our name, they know our children because our children were one of the few ones who started back then. Even now, it is still accessible as she's going ahead. I would talk about my daughter. As she's going ahead, any issue that comes to the school, I send a mail. Within 24 hours, the mail is replied. In case if she's not well, we have the nurse number where we can call them directly and talk to them. Those small things, really makes a difference. And I've seen definitely, especially with food allergies, they've been handled really well. When you tell the child, because my child was allergic for something for almost till like 2 years back. Every trip or every time she would go, it's always like, it's written, her name and the allergy is written, on the desk, and the teachers know, the assistants know. Even during COVID or anything, if we were not able to personally go, they arranged Zoom call meetings with that particular teacher whom the child had a problem with and the grade level. So, the hierarchy is maintained and I think it's getting organized more now with the present principal. That way, I think the school is pretty transparent with the parents. Before taking any decision, they'll definitely make it a point. They ask the parent.
So you seem to be pretty happy with the school, but in case if you have to be really critical and tell us the areas that the school can still get better at, what are those areas?
Right. So yes, there are certain places where the school can definitely get better. I would say the teachers, they would, I don't know. I would not say I'm like 80% also happy with the teachers. I don't know how are they picking the teachers or what's the criteria. As it's going higher, the subject knowledge of the subject for the teacher is very important. It's a different thing. Each child is different. I agree to that. But in general, the teacher needs to be not only, affectionate and nice to the child, but needs to know her subject. That I think I've already suggested it to the school too, but I think they can work more on that place, where they are hiring teachers or where they are training them. So I think they are more focusing on the personality of the teacher than the knowledge is what I would say. So the other thing what I would say is let's say, they went for tours recently, okay? So they would tell you about the event happening or about anything that you have to come up or you have to make a decision, and there's not enough time. They give you like just a week or they give you like 2 weeks, which I think they need, because I'm sure, because being a big school, international school, all these events are pre-planned, so that I think they should give us more time for the parents to decide. And because the first week the child is super excited, the child is on ahead, that the child wants to go. But the second week is when everything sinks in, right? So, I think they can improve in that and the teachers. So if you ask me, I think those are the only two things. Apart from that, I'm pretty happy with the school.
Before we wind up, on scale of 10 with 10 being the highest, how likely are you to recommend this school to someone else in your peers?
It again depends on what each parent wants. See, I would say if you want to try, or if you're okay with trying something and you have time, you can go for Santa Maria, and if you're sure that you want your child to study in Cambridge till 12, then I think it's one of the best schools even today in Hyderabad. Till if you're continuing the child till 12th, but if it depends, if you feel that you want your child to go to a regular intermediate thing, then I would not suggest Santa Maria. I would say you're just wasting too much of money on Santa Maria as of now, because you're not going to take it up as a long-term thing. So you as well put the child in a CBSE school so that it's better. But if you want to continue in Cambridge, and Cambridge is really difficult. That's another thing I really want to tell most of the parents. It is not easy. It's much, much more difficult. And it is not the kind of syllabus or the kind of academic wherein if the child does it at school and then that's it. Or if the child just before the exams, a week before the exam brushes up, that's it. It doesn't work like that with Cambridge. It is an everyday process, and if you're a kind of parent who have the time to put in with your child to help your child progress ahead, then Cambridge is the right place to be. And Santa Maria, if you've selected Cambridge, then Santa Maria is the place to be in Hyderabad. And rating according to the school, I think I would give it, let's say 8.5. There's always scope of improvement, right?
That was great talking to you, Deepthi. A lot of information that you spoke about will be of great help for other parents who are looking for good schools in the same location. Thank you so much for your time.